is by request from my big sister in Tasmania, who's doing a lot of walking at the moment, and not a lot of stretching, I suppose. So we're going to do a glute activation and workout for about 10 minutes. They're easy to follow, not easy to do, and you can challenge yourself more by using your elastic down the track, and then just allow a good 10 minutes for this stretch routine at the end. It's something you can do every day, and it would be a benefit to our bodies every day to help us move well. So let's start. So you could, as I said before, you could add your elastic in for more of a challenge down the track or every second day. And if you were going to do that, you would tie it around about 5 centimeters up from your knees, or if you've got the ones that you step into, still 5 centimeters away from the knees. All right, coming down. Let's start straight away. So hip distance apart with those heels, collarbones open, arms are nice and long and reaching. From here, I'm stepping into my heels, and I'm just going to lift the same shape straight up. So breath in, breathing out. I'm driving down through those heels, squeezing my bum and through the back of those hamstrings there. Breath in and out. And I'm just going to lower the hips. So sometimes we articulate the spine, but today let's just lower and lift. Really press that breath out. So you want to complete the journey as well. The end of that movement is just as important as finding the beginning there. So find the end and return back down. Good. Now I'm going to hold it at the top there, and I'm just going to take my thighs, knees wider than my hip line. But I'm keeping my bridge the same shape there. And you would do exactly the same if you had the elastic on. Keep reaching your fingertips energetically and think about dragging your heels to your bottom. Now I'm not counting, but I'm saying we're going to get to about 20 there. I think it's about 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big breath in, stretch the knees forward, breathe out, drop the bottom down. And I'm going to do just a combination there. So breath in, breathing out, step back into those heels, open the knees, close them, back down. Drive up, open, close, and down. So find the height of your bridge first, then open, close, then come down. Breathe however it makes sense. The thing with breath is that it's just most important to find a breath cycle. Good. We'll go 3 more here. That's 3. And 2. Good, last one here. Perfect, come back down, just let those knees hug into chest for a moment. Going to bring us back out and just do a little bit of single leg work. So come back down, step into the heels, drive those hips back up. Now you might start here by peeling up one heel at a time. Have a little pause where you can feel that you have taken that support away. So you do have to work a little bit harder through that other side. Now if you can, you take it to march. Step into that foot first, then come up. Trying to keep the hips level. Good. That's it. Keep reaching long through the fingertips. Let's go another 4. Now you might stick with the heels the whole time. You might do a set of both. You might come straight into these marching. Last one here. Breath in, stretch the knees forward. Breathe out, come all the way down. Good, hug those knees in and just a little side to side. And there's nothing wrong with keeping these moves just basic and familiar and doing them well. Okay, laying onto our left side. Either your arm long or folded up, heels in line with your bottom. Try not to let that tail tuck under. I want you to poke it out. Shoulders down. Press that top hip away so there's a little gap here. Now glue the heels together. Just peel that thigh open as high as you can without having to roll back. Squeeze. Now this is where you don't want to start tucking that tail under. You want to keep reaching it out. Press the heels together. Good, and exactly the same if you were using your elastic, it would still be above that knee there. Every time you open out. Try and fight for the same height, but also press that breath out. Good. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to add on. I'm going to open out. And I'm going to extend that leg long, reach it, open out that hip, heel together, knee together, open out, reach it out. Good, that's it. So we haven't changed that we're still reaching that tail out, we're just changing or adding on that position of that thigh. But if I was to have a little peek down the front, when I'm extending it out, I really don't see much of my leg at all. I want you to try and get it in line with that hip. And if you can only do 5 good ones, and that's what you do, and build your repetitions up. So I want you to think, open, draw that kneecap up, reach through that toe, down and down. Good, let's go 2 more. Reach, press the breath out, narrow the waist. Last one here, let's hold it, open it. Now take the leg a little bit further behind so you can't see that thigh at all now, and circle up and around, up and around. Now focus on closing the ribs down. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, change directions. Keep it behind that hip line so you can feel the back of that glute having to switch on there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring that knee back in, pop it back down. Good. All right, so I'm just going to keep it really basic. Just sit ourselves up and change sides. Laying long, heels in line with your bottom. Peel that bottom out, press that top hip away. Create that little bit of space underneath that underneath waist. Heels together, breath in, squeeze the heels, press out through that thigh. Press the breath out. And when you notice your range, try and fight for that every time. Good. Now, even without my elastic, I can feel this working. That's it. So I haven't done well on counting, so you could pick how many you're doing of each. Keep an eye on what's happening with that tailbone. I want you to keep it reaching out behind you. Good. I feel like maybe we did 20 of these ones, so we'll go another 5. 5. Now your 20 might be 5 at a time with a little rest, and that's okay, it's perfect. 3, 2, now we're going to add on to that. We're going to open, we're going to reach that thigh long, reach through the toes, bend and down. But I'm still not allowing myself to rock through that movement. Good, and open, reach, in and down. So find your breath, whatever makes sense for you. Good. Open, reach, in and down. Is there still a little bit of lightness underneath that waist? Have you let that top hip stay long? Just check in. 2 more. Good, last one. Let's hold it up, reach, shift it back just a little bit, close these ribs down and circle up and around. Good, circle it. That's it. Now did you change direction on the other side? I'm not sure, but let's change on this side. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend, come back down and a little whack out there. Great, let's roll over to our belly. Okay, so what's important in this position is that your pubic bone and hips lay down firmly into the mat. Upper body, we're just going to rest it because we're really just making it about those glutes, hamstrings today. Shoulders down. I'm going to glue my heels together and my toes are reaching out. If you can't see that, it looks like a little V. Alrighty, I'm still thinking breath. I'm going to take a big breath in. As I breathe out, I peel that belly up, reach the legs out, and just little beats there. Try and get the heels to touch and the toes are reaching out. I'm keeping nice and long through that low back. Pubic bone and hips are heavy. Belly's peeling up. And I'm feeling the back of those nice buns there and hamstrings there. Reach it out. Let's go 10, 9, 8. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a little rest. Good. All right, let your hips just roll from side to side. Good. Now bring your legs back to hip distance. Again, check pubic bone and hips down, belly coming up. Reach them out, and now think about being in a pool, kicking the legs right from the hips there. Keep breathing, keep peeling that belly up. Kicking, kicking, kicking. Breath in and out. Good. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Peel that left hip, peel the right hip, left hip, and the right hip coming in, and that's as easy as that needs to be. So the sequence is easy, the workout's not easy, and you can challenge yourself more. I'm just going to have a little gap here and you can come back in for your stretching.